quick update. It's about a scam na hindi ko alam kung bago ba to o last year pa kasi when I did the research about this particular scam, which is kind of effective because talaga nakascam sila. Hindi ko na malayan. But I'll tell you why and probably my mistake as well. When I did a quick research about it, I've seen posts detailing the same level of sophistication in some Reddit subreddits from last year. So it's probably very new. And it's going for a few months now. Ngayon lang dumating siguro sa akin. Pero the main mechanics of the way they scam people is they call them via Google Meets. You'd imagine if you're not very vigilant, you'd say maybe it's something out of the blue, out of the ordinary. Pero ano siya parang nakakabigla, parang paano sila nakatawag din sa email ko. Tapos, kung kinakausap mo naman na sila, they will tell you that they couldn't reach out to your valid phone number. And actually, they were calling on behalf of the PSA, which is one of the red flags already. I'll count down enumerate all the red flags along the way. First is that they're calling voluntarily. The PSA, the NSO, whatever government agency wouldn't do that. They advise against doing all these callings because it's rife for scams. Second, tumawag sila sa Google Meets. And although they have like the logo of the yung PhilSys, the one they use for the national ID, because that's what they're calling about, the national ID. They shouldn't be doing that. And then another, they want you to go to a specific website that is not the NSO, not the PSA, not the national ID website at all. And download something that is not the official app. And they want you to share your screen and the background while they're doing the scamming stuff inside the call, because apparently you are downloading a monitoring app. It is an APK. Pag tinanong mo pa, that's another red flag, the third one. The downloading of stuff, the video call is another red flag. Sharing your screen is another red flag. Tapos gusto nila yung phone mo, yung pinaka-main mo ginagamit. Kasi ayaw nila daw ng babagal-bagal. Kailangan daw merong ito ganyan. And talagang maboka yung kakausapin mo na mag-comment about a few things about your life and all that. But that's just the fourth one. The fifth one is meron pang mga facial recognition and you will input your thumb and fingerprint, whatever fingerprint you're using, to authenticize anything while on the call, which is another way for them to get into your banking apps, all of that stuff. Tapos, when you least know it, they will drop the call knowing na nakapasok na sila sa system ng phone mo. Kasi, yung nilagay pala nilang APK app is a way for them to monitor your device without you knowing. Malalaman mo yun kasi mag-iinit yung battery nung cellphone mo, yung likod. So, parang nadidrain siya agad because there is a way for them to do that without having access to your phone directly because you allowed the downloading. Ngayon, after checking, because they dropped the call, I realized, because I was also half asleep, tumawag sila at the time when I was waking up, and they know my full name and my number. So, I had to go and check if ano yung pinakita nilang APK na kailangan ko i-download. I had to remove that. It's like a mirror of the official eGov app. Sasabihin nila sa'yo na this is just a verification. Another red flag is that they'll tell you there was a form for them to send to you via the comment section. Yung link na yon is not actually a form, but a download of the APK that they want you to activate in your phone. So, dali-dali kong tinanggal yung APK. Tapos, na-realize ko, they have already done some damage. They have gotten a few accounts open, especially yung main bank account ko. I will not mention what bank, but I already got that mobile app blocked. And kasi tinawag ko agad. I don't know if maibabalik ko yung pera. It's not a highly significant amount, pero it's still money. In times like this, all the money you can save is enough, a lot. So, buti na lang kasi I think nag-plan din sila while they have the phone with you on the call. You will not see what's happening on the background. Yun na pala, tinatrabaho nila yung apps off-site while on the call para ma-access yung mga banking accounts, mga financing accounts. They've tried, I think, sa Atomy. Meron akong Atomy kasi, pero hindi na-approve. I don't know. So, they tried that. Tapos tinatanggal din yung mga OTP kasi wala akong na-receive na text ng OTP. So, at the moment they probably see na may OTP, in-approve nila off-site without me knowing. Tapos dinilit nila yun kasi hindi ako nakakita ng OTP. So, that's one very... You see the sophistication. They have to make you believe that they're from the national ID. They tell you the actual problems that you have experienced because it's a common knowledge na talagang super delayed and inefficient ng government when it comes to it. So, sumakto kasi medyo half awake pa ako noon and I couldn't say no to such a juicy proposition. Yung pala na-scam na ako. So the first thing I did was, after the call, I tried to call back, still oblivious of the fact. Tapos nakita ko merong parang video, ewan ko parang may something dun sa taas nung phone na parang screen. So inisip ko, it must be recording or screen sharing my phone directly to someone else remotely. So, dali-dali ko tinanggal yung app. Nawala din naman. Hindi na umiinit yung phone. So, I removed their access. I have also called the bank right away. And I've seen all the apps kung ano yung mga na-compromise. So, hopefully, isa lang. I think they were trying to get access to your phone first to see if they would be able to get it remotely. Para siyang ano eh, kung if you're familiar with AnyDesk, it's a remote tool where you can access the computer or the device of someone else even if you're not directly within the vicinity. So, that's something similar they've done with the APK na hindi mo lang mahalata if hindi ka maalam sa mga APK, mapupunta kasi yan sa downloads mo. So, sa files, nakita ko doon, tinanggal ko. And I've also removed the access dun sa mobile banking app. Pinablock ko. And then I've changed all the passwords and then nag-airplane mode ako saglit para mawala talaga yung internet. And then, dali-dali na rin ako nag-change ng ibang passwords for the different financial apps. The good thing is, siguro blessing in disguise. Kahit na, ano yun eh, I think last day of the month. So, usually sweldo day yun. Pero hindi pa dumarating yung money na I'm actually waiting for a few weeks. So, hindi siya nagalaw. Buti na lang. It's a good thing. Blessing in disguise yung delay. But I'm telling you this, I'm raising this concern because it's truly harrowing to just give out all this information knowing na mapupunta lang siya sa scam. So, magaling yun kasi alam nila yung mga problem. They agitated you into thinking that this is very urgent. You have to do this now. So, ang daming red flags nun. Pero, pinalampas ko lahat because I was half asleep And I was relaxing by the way by that time because it was probably after lunch. That's usually the time I wake up. So, nakakaasar kasi imbis na magamit mo yung pera for something else, na nanakaw lang. So, hindi ko alam paano nagagawa ng mga magnanakaw na yan na mapakain sa pamilya nila itong hindi naman nila pinaghirapang pera, pinaghirapan nilang nakawin. So, it kind of got me thinking, very sophisticated yung move because they know how to get a database of people with the names and the emails. That's truly alarming. They bypass the cell phones. So Google Meet ang ginawa nila. They also have this APK. I have the link. I'll send you that link. I know I don't have to send you the link. It's like a mirroring app. APK pa. I-explain pa nila sa'yo kunwari. Pero never download APKs from untrusted sources even if they say they are from the government. Unless you see them one by one na face to face kayo na nakikita nyo talaga yung pinapa-download sa inyo is legit. Kasi pagka yung mga random calls, I also do not answer random calls. It bypass the cell phone blocks I have on my phone. So, and knowing that I use Gmeet all the time, being chronically online, it's kind of suspicious at first, but mabilis silang makakuha ng loob. And they have a system. Talagang lalagariin nila yung apps, financial apps mo if you are as vulnerable as myself. So I got scammed. TLDR. If you too long didn't watch TLDW, I got scammed by a very unique modus operandi. I want this to be a public service announcement, and that you have to be vigilant because now hindi lang sila basta sa email phishing, call or text phishing, meron na ding call sa Google Meet phishing kind of. And they will siphon all your money if you have any lying around in savings or in any financial apps, mobile apps that you have in your phone. So do not ever answer random calls from Gmail. And be vigilant. Lalo na ngayon, maraming mapagsamantala because pahirap ang buhay. And it's kind of annoying that I fell into that trap. It's a good thing I didn't lose a lot of money. But whatever money I lost could be like big enough to some people. So it's concerning. I'm yet to report sa BSP actually. I'm just waiting for the bank resolution, pero it will take more than a month. I don't know why, but I'd probably tag in the BSP kung ganun katagal. Kasi what if it's a big amount? It's going to be devastating, diba? So mawais, may isip mo talaga kung itong mga taong to na nag-i-scam, kung sana ginamit nila yung kanilang technical know-how and skills into something good, they would have done something better for the country, for themselves. Hindi yung ganito na nangi-scam pa sila. Nag-attempt pa silang tumawag ulit actually a week later. And hindi na, naka-block na yung mga emails nila. So hopefully you've learned something from this. I discussed this in more detail, why it was so convincing, even if there was already red flags, because they used certain persuasive skills that you could learn if you are into marketing. So ibig sabihin niya, kahit na na-learn mo na tong mga bagay-bagay na to, you'd still be vulnerable if your guard is down, like myself, half awake, half asleep during the time they call. Talagang ano pa ako noon, kakagising mode na nag-iisip. Kasi when I wake up, I usually spend a few minutes to reflect and then punta tayo sa phone. So, nadadali tayo doon. So, I'd explain a lot of this if you are keen about that. In writing, I'd write about it too. Just wait for that post. Or try and subscribe to the email so that email newsletter so that I could send that to you. There is a big lesson here, not just from avoiding the scam, but also understanding the way the scam worked. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, I usually talk a lot about that. Mga scams, mga tech related updates, AI, marketing in general, copywriting, virtual assistants, freelancing, then it's a no-brainer. Just subscribe to the newsletter. Thanks you. You could follow me, subscribe dito sa YouTube, or go over to the newsletter to join the community. And see you in the next one. Bye, thanks. And be safe out there.